by talking about what really sparked your interest in photography. Usually when somebody has a talent, they'll talk about how it was honed from them. They were really young. But for you, it's the other way around. You sort of had an inclination towards it as a young adult. So talk to us about that journey and where it all began for you.
So before I start, from a scale of 1 to 10, how long or short do you want my story to be?
5.
5. Okay, so middle. Okay, let me cut it short. So I got employed at a certain company, I can't mention its name. And this manager that I had, this guy was obsessed with photography. So every day of our lives coming to work for those first 6 months, it was just photography this, photography that, photography this. And then one day, he couldn't attend a booking. He had to go for work. So he told me to go do it for him instead.
Okay.
And then when I went to go do it, I did it. I don't know how, I just delivered.
Yeah.
And then that's how it began. That's how it began. But the thing was, since I didn't understand what I was doing, so the focus there and the motive was just money and fame.
Right.
Because people started talking about me. Everybody never understood what photography was. I mean, mind you, it's in a small town when we're not really exposed to a lot of things. So it was new for everybody, and it was nice for me until after a year, that's when photography chose me, and I started falling in love with it. And then it changed my life.
And how many years has it been since that first experience?
Yo, let's not do mathematics right now. But I started in 2013.
All right.
Yeah, 2013.
So quite a couple of years now. What would you say, Andrew, makes a good photographer? Because you started out not knowing what you're doing, and now you're one of Namibia's most renowned photographers.
Okay. That answer, there's a lot of answers to that.
Yeah.
But based on how I do it, I believe that as soon as you can get your client comfortable, you're sorted.
Yeah.
Then after that, the only thing you have to do is just apply your skills.
Yeah.
Because you can't apply your skills on somebody who looks, even based on the theme you guys want, this person is unable to work towards such theme because their mood has changed, or they have mood swings, or they are shy on specific things like that. So it's a matter of getting your client first comfortable, and then you proceed with that.
Fantastic. Of course, there's different kinds of photography. Talk to us about what it is that you like to explore.
When it comes to exploring, everything. When I started, I've done all you can name. I've been in every department in photography. I've done it until I found what I actually really like, which is fashion photography. That's what I'm busy doing at the moment. But I'm still open to doing other photography stuff.
Yeah. So wedding photography, birthday shoots, pregnancy shoots.
Very much.
You do all of that.
I do all of that.
And your niche is fashion photography.
Yes.
Why do you like fashion photography so much? Because there's a lot of detail that goes into it. You have to capture, not only the clothing and the texture of clothes and the makeup and whatever it is they use to enhance their models. So what is it that you like so much about fashion photography? It would seem really difficult.
Okay, I mean, you just said it yourself. I like paying attention to detail, and I like showcasing details.
Yeah.
And fashion has to do all about details, styles, how the person looks like, and that's where I want to be. That's where my focus is. So I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I'm the detail guy.
A lot of photographers like airbrushing and photoshopping. Do you do that as well?
Yeah.
Or is it as a client requests?
Okay, because it's a thing that's happening. It's happening everywhere. It's a trend. So basically, you are supposed to follow trend, but only on those that desire it. Those that don't want it, you still proceed with the normal basic editing. But I mean, skin retouching is kind of nice. So,
it is kind of nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I do it. I definitely do that.
You've worked, like you've mentioned, with a broad, variety of clients. You've done different kinds of shoots, and you started out in one way, and now you found your niche, which is fashion photography. But what are your tips on how to keep, a clientele?
Okay. How do I explain this? It's simple. You see, how many ads do you get on your phone via SMS? Every time you open the internet, how many times you have to cancel an ad? Basically the same thing. As soon as you enter my life, I'll know you forever. You'll see me, you'll hear about me every 10. I always make sure I update my clients on regards of whatever I want to do next. So that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of honing your artistry, because it is art that you're doing, you'll find that some artists, have more than one discipline that they sort of dabble in, just to give them a different perspective. Have you ever dabbled outside of photography, or is it something that you'd like to do? And if so, what other, sort of artistic disciplines interest you?
Okay. I'm an opportunist. And I believe that with knowledge, you can do almost anything. The only reason why somebody is far ahead of you or why you're only behind is because their knowledge is better than yours. And they put their knowledge to test that provides experience and skills for them. That's why they keep going forward. So I'm this type of guy. If I decide like, okay, no, I have 2 uncles that do construction. Oh, you know what? I have my uncle that does what, A, B, C, and C. Fine. I get the books. I start studying. I come up with an idea to why I think he needs me in his business. My aim is just to appear to you and fill up the gaps that you guys are failing. Let's say, for example, NBC. Okay, I don't know what NBC's gaps are, but for example, if I want to come to NBC, I'll first study NBC. And then as soon as I get to know how things are done, my aim is just to come present to you guys to how I'm going to fill up the necessary gaps that you guys are lacking at, which could be the smallest thing.
Yeah.
That doesn't really matter to you guys, but can make a bigger difference in the future.
I can tell you were telling the truth when you said you're somebody that pays attention to detail.
What makes you say that?
Just your explanation that you just gave, because you're an observer, you're a planner, and then you execute, and you can only do that when you understand the finer details of something.
Yeah.
Other than photography, what does Andrew get up to?
Phew. Okay, in terms of like career-wise, making money?
Career-wise, yes. Side hustles?
Okay, my side hustles is just me being an opportunist. If I have my uncle's bucky for like a whole month, and I see people are moving, hire a truck.
Yeah.
I'm available. That's me. I'm always ready. No, I'm always ready for anything. I don't need experience.
Yeah.
I can make you feel like I have the experience, but I don't.
I like this gentleman. Andrew, thank you so much for being here this evening. It was lovely speaking to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome.
That was young Namibian photographer Andrew Ingo speaking to us about his love for photography and fashion.